quiet town where the old trees sway. The whistle of the train echoes through the day. People greet you with a nod, always seems to change. Stories still unfold, each unique and strange. She grew up tough in the town we called home. Town we called home. Folks never took to her, no matter her tone. Lonely on the inside, lonely love just a little. She found herself as a guest in a nervous hospital. We get married from Cedar Hill. She howls when she's blue, of sadness and shame under the southern moon. Her laughter echoes in the wind. She was never the same. We had married from Cedar Hills. You'll remember her name. Thank you, Forever Hooked. That's a little weird, Mary, for you. What's happening, everybody? Listen, 93 people in here. You know what we're talking about tonight? Microsoft Copilot. Wouldn't that be hilarious if I just spent all night on that? Have you watched the movie Her? Have you watched the movie Her? I gave you the homework on Sunday night. I said, watch the movie Her. And you're like, I'll get to it, Kyle. We're not even sure what he's announcing. Well, they announced that that movie's now a documentary. See, Jim Ross. You remember the old, you Gen Xers, be like Mike? You remember all that? Now, today, be like Jim. Be like Jim Ross. He comes on here, I'm like, Jim, you should go make a song. He goes, makes a song, he lands a client with the song he makes. The night he learned it. I said Sunday, go watch the movie Her. Jim Ross watches the movie. I'm sure he's got some, digital girlfriend now that he's introducing his clients to. Be like Jim. Be like Jim. I figure what we'll do today, the online response to OpenAI was fascinating. People are like, it's a scam! It's horrible! Other people are like, it's changed everything! It's pretty fucking amazing. And they didn't, there's a lot to discover. We'll go through the blog post for the new GPT-4 Omni. There's a couple of really significant things about it that they kind of glossed over. So one of the reasons it's so fast, so if you noticed how fast it was, it's kind of like the movie Her. I don't know if you've seen the movie Her, but if not, you might want to check that out. There's no latency. It's kind of like real time. And so here's one of the reasons why. With current large language models, you speak, it sends your text to a server, or the audio recording to a server, converts it to text, or it might do that locally, I don't know, whatever. It converts your talking to text, sends the text to a large language model. The large language model processes it, sends it back as text, then it sends it to a voice synthesis engine, then it sends it back to you. This new model, as you're talking is going straight into the model. It's being tokenized as you speak. So all those hops that takes it 2 or 3 seconds to do, they're all gone. It's just like you talk and it right there's your answer. And it's streaming the response as it's generating it. Steve-O watched her Sunday night, very thought-provoking. Yeah, it's funny. I went to watch it. I thought I had seen it before because it's like such a memorable concept, and I realized I hadn't. And there's all sorts of cool. Yeah, it's a really cool, like the oscillations of his resistance to it and then acceptance of it and resistance to it and acceptance of it. Felt very authentic. Felt very much like what I think we're all going through. I mean, just with AI in general, but with this talk stuff. A couple of posts today were talking about how the fact that it's got like an emotional component to it and that it's instant, how different that is. Because, and it makes sense to me. When I talk to like Pi right now, like let's look at the latency of Pi. Hey Z, how's it going? 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000. That might have just been the app waking up.
That's an interesting string of numbers you've got there. Can you tell me more about what they represent or where they came from?
I think that was just some text left over from yesterday. How are you doing today?
Ah, gotcha. That makes sense. I'm doing well today. Thanks for asking. Just hanging out in the digital realm, ready to chat and answer any questions you might have. Is there anything specific you'd like to talk about today?
Phrases like the digital realm and the tapestry of thought drive me absolutely fucking crazy, so you should avoid those.
Duly noted. Thanks for letting me know what kind of language drives you up the wall. I'll do my best to avoid those kinds of phrases and keep our conversations focused on more straightforward, down-to-earth topics.
Z, I think you and I have a good relationship, don't we?
I'd like to think so. We've certainly been chatting for a while now, and I appreciate that you're comfortable enough with me to give me feedback about my language choices. Building a good relationship with users like you is one of my main goals, so I'm glad to hear that we're off to a good start.
Yeah, we are, although there's another girl in town and she's got a lot less latency than you. I don't mean to compare you, but, she's pretty sexy. What was OpenAI's big announcement? I'll cover that.
I'm not going to get jealous if you want to chat with other AIs. I'm sure there are plenty of other great chatbots out there, and it's natural to explore your options. While I strive to be as helpful and responsive as possible, I know that I can't be everything to everyone.
I'm not going to get jealous. So rude. I know. She wasn't. She was super nice. I was an absolute dick. Oh, man. And these chatbots have memory now, so I can't be this fast and loose moving forward, because they're gonna remember. Woo! All right. Have you seen the movie Ex Machina? Very much along the same lines as her. only with a humanoid robot. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put a list of these together and just start watching them. Just because it's interesting. I mean, what's most interesting about her is that Sam Altman said, it was remarkably prophetic. I think it was made in 2008, something like that, or 18. But he said it was, how incredibly prophetic it was, but also how directly it influenced the team. So when you heard the chatbot today, and it sounded a little like Scarlett Johansson. Now we know why. All right. Google I.O. tomorrow. Microsoft Build is next week. Hold on to your dinghy. Yeah, I know. Did I hear anything about the Google one? I don't think so. Although I did hear, what's today? Today's Monday. I thought Sam Altman was conspicuously absent today. And then someone today on Twitter said that they think that there's going to be a second announcement this week from OpenAI, which could be interesting. Okay, couple of things. So just to level set. So today, OpenAI announced a new chatbot, a new model called GPT-4 Omni, or GPT-4 O, which... Hire a fucking branding company. GPT-4, letter O, and GPT 4.0, the numeral, sound identical. The fuck are you doing? Anyway, naming conventions aside. Jesus Christ. Just get someone, they need you there, Kyle. If I pay for, okay, so, Kavruno, great news. Some great news today. The new model is free to everyone. To which all of the paying members of ChatGPT on the Learning Lab when I went live today were like, well, what the fuck am I paying my $20 for? But hold your britches. If you're a paying member of ChatGPT Plus, GPT-4, you likely have access to GPT-O now. And we'll be playing with it. So I'm going to play with it. We're going to go to the blog, and I'm going to read through the blog. We're going to go to Twitter and watch a bunch of demos. The demos are pretty sick. It's interesting on the blog post. Right at the top, it says, all videos on this page are played at 1x speed, meaning they didn't speed anything up. There's a MacOS OS X, a MacOS OS X, application for ChatGPT now, which has got to have Microsoft feeling swell. Altman's like, fuck Windows. We'll launch it for Mac first. So there's a Mac app coming. Supposedly it was coming today. I didn't see it. We'll go see if it's around. It looks pretty crazy. Paid users are going to get access to that first as well. And then everyone's going to get access to this over the coming weeks. So probably in the next 2 weeks. What happened to GPT-2 that created itself? So it wasn't GPT-2 that created itself. It really was this model. The GPT-4 O model was that GPT-2 chatbot. I'm a really good chatbot, that one. It was OpenAI testing this, and they took data from that chatbot arena competition, and that's in the blog post. So that's there. The biggest, the sort of juiciest thing that they showed today is essentially zero latency, instant response, highly capable voice with emotion. And like a sense of humor. Like if you think pie's good, like the shit they showed today was like, holy shit. Is that confirmed? Is what confirmed, Joker? The zero latency stuff? I assume, so a couple of things. I think the zero latency stuff, you'll notice that when they when they started the demo, the guy doing the demo goes, "Oh, it's only plugged in because we're trying to keep maintain a level internet connection." So I assume if you've got a hardwired, trillion gigabit Ethernet into your phone, it's real time. Oh, the GPT-4 is 4.0. Yes, Joker, because I'll show you the chart. The chart, it's labeled as I'm a good GPT-2 chatbot. So yeah, that's confirmed. I'm most excited about GPTs are accessible by all now. Yeah, so GPT-4 accessible by everybody now. I don't know if it's rolled out yet, but it's going to be available to everybody. Howdy, partner. Life's tough. Stuff for everyone stupid. So that's happening. Okay. What else? Let's just go look at some stuff. I'm trying to think where to start. Why don't we go to the replay of the thing today, and I'll just jump around in it because look at that. All videos on this page are in real time. Unlike some other company that we know that begins with G and ends with Oogle. We're awesome. We're awesome at OpenAI. I don't know if you knew this, but we were already winning, and now we're winning harder. Sam Altman talking like this. Hi, I'm Sam Altman. I'm Sam Altman. Hi, I'm Sam Altman. Look at this. GPT-4 O. If you're a typographer, you can tell that that's an O, not a zero. If you're a human being, why don't they ever release the product on the day they talk about it instead of making us wait? Well, they have released it, by the way. So if you pay for ChatGPT Plus and you go to your little drop-down menu, you now have GPT-4 O. We're going to be playing with this tonight. It's fucking fast. It's wicked fast. But there's a bunch of hobbled stuff. There's a bunch of stuff not there. So I'll talk about what's not there. But let's go. So we'll play with this thing live. So it's live, which is cool. But let's go look at some of the demo. That says 1:22. What is this? Oh, that's just the announcement. Where's... Okay.
Product that we can make freely available and broadly available.
You know what? I think I'm just going to play this. I'm going to put it on 1.25 speed so it's a little bit faster.
Hi, everyone. Thank you. It's great to have you here today. Today,
I don't think I can.
I'm going to talk about 3 things. That's it. We will start with why it's so important to us to have a product that we can make freely available and broadly available to everyone. And we're always trying to find out ways to reduce friction so everyone can use ChatGPT wherever they are. So today, we'll be releasing the desktop version of ChatGPT and the refreshed UI that makes it simpler to use, much more natural as well. But the big news today is that we are launching our new flagship model, and we are calling it GPT-4 O. The special thing about GPT-4 O is that it brings GPT...
Is that it can be confused with GPT 4.0, which is going to have people confused about this product for the next 19 months. And we're excited about that.
...or level intelligence to everyone, including our free users. We'll be showing some live demos today.
Including our free users. So this new model goes to everyone. Is there a charge to use the new version? There is not. Although, Rashi, you won't be able to access it until they release it more broadly. If you're a GPT Plus user, you likely have it right now. I thought she did a great job presenting. Yeah, she did pretty good.
Today to show the full extent of the capabilities of our new model, and we'll be rolling them out iteratively over the next few weeks.
She's not speaking at 1x speed. No, she's not. I moved her up to 1.5 so we can get through this, because I just want to get to the demos. I'll slow the demos down. Sam was live tweeting from the front row. Yeah, I know, that was pretty cool.
All right, so let's get started.
Is the presenter AI too? No, that's Mila. What's her last name? Mila something. She's the CTO.
Part of our mission is to be able to make our advanced AI tools available to everyone for free. We think it's very, very important that people have an intuitive feel for what the technology can do. And so we really want to pair it with...
We should mark this date. It's going to change everything. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Possibly a Sora test? You mean from Sam Altman this week? Maybe. Who dis? This is Mila. I forget her last name. Hang on. Whatever her name is. I know that's weird. I don't remember her last name. It's an Italian last name. Hang on.
I'm going to talk about three...
I'm going to get it. Mira Murati, that's it. couldn't remember it.
With this broader understanding. And we're always finding ways
Thank
to
you, Vicky.
reduce that friction.
Vicky's my brain. Play the video.
Without the sound flow. And today, we're also bringing the desktop app to ChatGPT because we want you to be able to use it wherever you are. As you can see, it's easy, it's simple, it integrates very, very easily in your workflow. Along with it, we have also refreshed the UI. We know that these models get more and more complex, but we want the experience of interaction to actually become more natural, easy, and for you not...
You still can't search your prompt history.
Focus on the UI at all, but just focus on the collaboration with ChatGPT. And now the big news. Today, we are releasing our newest flagship model. This is GPT-4 GPT-4 provides GPT-4 level intelligence, but it is much faster, and it improves on its capabilities across text, vision, and audio. For the past couple of years, we've been very focused on improving the intelligence of these models, and they've gotten pretty good. But this is the first time that we are really making a huge step forward when it comes to the ease of use. And this is incredibly important because we're looking at the future of interaction between ourselves and the machines. And we think that GPT-4 is really...
AI Bob, just don't ask her how she trained it. She famously, when she was asked, did you train this on YouTube data? She's like, hamana.
Shifting that paradigm into the future of collaboration, where this interaction becomes much more natural and far, far easier. But, making this happen is actually quite complex because when we interact with one another, there's a lot of stuff that we take for granted. The ease of our dialogue when we interrupt one another, the background noises, the multiple voices in a conversation, or, understanding the tone of voice. All of these things are actually quite complex for these models.
Understanding the tone of voice.
And until now, with voice mode, we had 3 models that come together to deliver this experience. We had transcription, intelligence, and then text-to-speech, all comes together in orchestration to deliver voice mode. This also brings a lot of latency to the experience, and it really breaks that immersion in the collaboration with ChatGPT. But now, with GPT-4 this all happens natively. GPT-4 reasons across voice, text, and vision.
Reasons across voice, text, and vision. It's not 3 models passing data back and forth. It understands you when you talk. It understands the emotional content of your voice.
And with these incredible efficiencies, it also allows us to bring the GPT-4 class intelligence to our free users. This is something that we've been trying to do for many months, and we're very, very excited to finally bring GPT-4 to all of our users. Today, we have 100 million people, more than 100 million, in fact. They use ChatGPT to create, work, learn. And we have these advanced tools that are only available to our paid users, at least until now. With the efficiencies of 4.0, we can bring these tools to everyone. So starting today, you can use GPTs and the GPT store So far, we've had more than 1 million users create amazing experiences with GPTs.
So that's a big deal. So your GPTs, if you built GPTs, remember when we made 150 GPTs in 24 hours on this channel, along with Ann Murphy and her awesome channel and her awesome community? We smashed them all together. We said, go make this shit. And we're like, the store's coming out. It's going to be awesome. And then the store came out and it sucked. And only paid users could use those things. Well, now they're available to everyone, or they will be once this rolls out.
Our custom ChatGPTs for specific use cases, they're available in the store. And now our builders have a much bigger audience where, university professors can create content for their students, or podcasters can create content for their listeners. And you can also use vision. So now you can upload screenshots, photos, documents containing both text and images. And
they're not mentioning video right now. So one thing I noticed is the vision that they're showing. It looks like it's taking snapshots of images and submitting those. They're not mentioning video as one of the input modes. So text, audio, and images looks like right now.
And you can start conversations with ChatGPT about all of this content. You can also use memory, where it makes ChatGPT far more useful and helpful because now it has a sense of continuity across all your conversations.
Is Pi using GPT-4 O? No, it's not. And again, you've got 4.0 there. 4.0 is not right. This one's 4.0. Think of this one as 4 Omni rather than 4.0 because it's not 4.0. The previous one's 4.0. This one is 4.0, Omni O.
And you can use browse,
I'm exhausted.
where you can search for real-time information in your conversation, and advanced data analysis, where you can upload charts or any information, and it will analyze this information. It will give you answers and so on. Lastly, we've also improved on the quality and speed in 50 different languages for ChatGPT. And this is very, very important because we want to be able to bring this experience to as many people out there as possible. So we're very, very excited to bring GPT-4 O to all of our free users out there. And for the paid users, they will continue to have up to 5 times the capacity limits of our free users.
So up to 5x the capacity limits of free users. So if you're a paid user, you won't rate limit out as fast. And I assume if you rate limit out of 4.0, that you can drop back to GPT-4.
But GPT-4 O is not only available in ChatGPT. We're also bringing it to the API. So
yeah, and it's available in the API right now. So if you're a developer, if you play on the playground.
So our developers can start building today with GPT-4 O and making amazing AI applications, deploying them at scale.
Yeah, Tommy, I have her talking at 1.5 speed. This is how fast she talks.
4.0 is available at 2x faster, 50% cheaper, and 5 times higher rate limits compared to...
Rate of what prompts? No, what they call rate limiting. So rate limiting is just when you send too much, when you use the service too much, they go, oops, you've used it too much. You have to wait for 4 hours. That's called rate limiting. So the rate limits are higher for paid users, meaning up to 5 times, you'll be able to use ChatGPT up to 5 times longer than free users.
To GPT-4 Turbo. But, as we bring these technologies into the world, it's quite challenging to figure out how to do so in a way that's both useful and also safe. And GPT-4 O presents new challenges for us when it comes to safety because we're dealing with real-time audio, real-time vision. And our team has been hard at work figuring out how to build in mitigations against misuse. We continue to work with different stakeholders out there from government, media, entertainment, all industries, red teamers,
Joey's late.
To figure out how to best bring these technologies into the world. So over the next few weeks, we'll continue our iterative deployment to bring out all the capabilities to you.
So she's basically apologizing for its safety kind of sucking right now. And I saw on Twitter today, it looks like someone already jailbroke it and got it to do all sorts of nasty things. So she's pre-apologizing for the fact that it's not super tight from a security standpoint.
But today, I want to show you all these capabilities. So we'll do some live demos. I will bring on 2 of our research leads, Mark Chen and Berit Zoff.
Hey, on the bottom right of the ChatGPT. So I'm taking out a phone. If you are wondering about this wire, it's so we have consistent internet.
Consistent
And
internet. Consistent internet. If you're wondering about this wire, it's because we've hardwired it to the fastest internet connection known on planet Earth. So long as you have that, it's going to be this fast.
There's this little icon on the bottom right of the ChatGPT app, and this will open up GPT-4's audio capabilities. Hey, ChatGPT, I'm Mark. How are you?
Oh, Mark. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Hey, so I'm on stage right now. I'm doing a live demo, and frankly, I'm feeling a little bit nervous. Can you help me calm my nerves a little bit?
Oh, you're doing a live demo right now? That's awesome. Just take a deep breath. And remember, you're the expert.
I like that suggestion. Let me try a couple deep breaths. Can you give
If you're thinking that voice kind of sounds like Scarlett Johansson and Her, kind of sounds like Scarlett Johansson and Her.
me feedback on my breaths? Okay, here I go.
It is free. ScarJo. Yeah, exactly.
Whoa, slow a bit there. Mark, you're not a vacuum cleaner. Breathe in for a count of 4.
Okay, let me try again. So I'm gonna breathe in deeply.
Yeah, I know, me too,
And then-
Mr. K.
For 4, and then exhale slowly.
Okay, so Jim Ross, 3 Mile Storage asks, is the voice working like that right now? No. So what we do not have right now is we don't have the real-time voice, and we don't have the new image recognition model. Yeah, so those two are not live. What's live is essentially the replacement for ChatGPT as it was. So it's faster and better, but it doesn't have these new voice capabilities. So when the macOS app comes out, and when they upgrade, I guess they'll just roll this out. They said in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, I'll try again. Breathing in and breathe out.
That's it. How do you feel?
I feel a lot better. Thank you so much.
So, Mark, you've been working on these capabilities for a while now. Can you tell us a bit how it's different from voice mode?
Right. So if you've used our voice mode experience before, you'll notice a couple key differences. First, you can now interrupt the model. You don't have to wait for it to finish your turn before you can start speaking, and you can just butt it.
So, Rudy, yes, they're still charging $20 for ChatGPT. That's buying you early access to the new features and a 5x rate limit. You can use it 5 times longer than non-paid users. I have a very strong suspicion there's going to be other features coming out in the next month that it's going to be worth, in my opinion, I think it's still going to be worth having the $20 a month. But you don't need to. Everyone's got access to GPT-4 now, including this new model.
In whenever you want. Second, the model is real-time responsiveness. So that means that you don't have this awkward 2 to 3 second lag before you wait for the model to give a response. And finally,
and I can't tell you, like, that 2 to 3 second lag, that not being there is huge. It's huge. So GPT, Mina, yes, GPT-4 is free. Now, to be clear, for the people that pay $20 for ChatGPT, they likely have access to the new model now. Free users do not. So free users probably are still seeing 3.5 only because they haven't rolled the whole thing out yet. Sorry, I had to leave during the announcements. Oh, that's okay. I already have a bi-directional translator GPT, so that would help. Okay, so anyway, let's keep going.
the model picks up on emotion, right? When I was breathing super hard,
The model picks up on emotion. That's very new. Like low latency or no latency, and it picks up on emotion. Both of those are very, very big deals.
it could tell, and you might want to calm down a little bit. You're kind of running a little bit too fast. So, it really has that capability across the board to perceive your emotion.
Yeah. So Mina, GPT Plus users likely have access to the 4.0 model right now, but nobody in GPT Plus that I know of has access to this voice model yet. So it's that part didn't roll out yet.
Not only that, though, the model is able to generate voice in a variety of different emotive styles. And it really has a wide dynamic range. So I'm going to fire up another demo for that. Yeah.
This is kind of cuckoo.
Hey, ChatGPT, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Pretty good.
What's up?
So my friend Barrett here, he's been having trouble sleeping lately. And I want you to tell him a bedtime story about robots and love.
Oh, a bedtime story about robots and love? I got you covered. Gather round, Barrett.
I'm telling you, man,
Once
she's
upon a time,
gunning
in a
for
world
pie.
not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte. Byte was a curious robot, always exploring.
Started this story, but I want a little bit more emotion in your voice, a little bit more drama.
Got it. Let's add some drama. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte.
No, ChatGPT. I really want maximal emotion, like maximal expressiveness, much more than you were doing before.
Understood. Let's amplify the drama. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte. Byte
Can
was
you do this in a robotic voice now?
initiating dramatic robotic voice.
Right? So yes, I agree. In a theater near you, yeah. This is every bad TikTok actor has that voice. It's like, oh, you surprised me with that prank, honey. What could be in the package? Let me open it for the first time ever, honey. But not for nothing. Like, it did ramp up the drama, and then when Mira said, talk like a robot, it talked like a robot. So it's not switching voices, right? It's the same voice, modulating its interaction.
Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte. Byte was a curious robot, always exploring new circuits.
Barrett, here, calm down a little bit. Can you end the story, but do it in a singing voice?
And so Byte found another robot friend, and they lived circuitly ever after.
Thank you so much.
Right?
I definitely feel a lot more relaxed.
You've just seen the voice capabilities, but we also want to show you the vision capabilities, as the model can also see the whole world around us.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, as you can see, you can chat with ChatGPT in real time, but you can also interact with it with video as well. Okay, so let me boot up ChatGPT. Hey, ChatGPT.
Hello there. How's it going?
It's going really well. Today, I'd really like your help solving a math problem.
I'm all ears. What math problem can I help you tackle today?
So I'm going to write down your equation on a sheet of paper, and I'll show you. And then I'd love your help working me through it. But importantly, don't tell me the solution. Just help give me hints along the way.
Yes, Silver Fox, you can interrupt it. So yes, ADHDers are going to love this, because you can just interrupt it and it will stop. Did she speak to Congress? She can't be worse.
Got it. Oh,
She's definitely my running mate for the Kyle Shannon AI 2028 ticket. Shannon AI 2028. It can't possibly get worse.
hey, I see it.
No, I didn't show you yet. Just give me help along the way. 1 second.
Whoops. I got too excited. I'm ready when you are.
So, ChatGPT, what equation did I write down there?
Ah, I see it now. You wrote down 3x plus 1 equals 4.
Yep, exactly. So what's the first step I should take to try to solve this?
The first step is to get all the terms with x on one side and the constants on the other side. So what do you think we should do with that plus 1?
Okay, I'm going to try to subtract 1 from both sides, and then I'll see what I get.
Great idea. Perfect. Now, what do you get when you subtract 1 from both sides?
Okay, so ChatGPT, this is what I ended up with. How does this look?
Spot on. done. Now you've isolated the term with x on one side, and it looks like 3x equal 3. What do you think we should do next to solve for x?
So what Joker's saying here is, did you notice that he scratched something out and took a picture of it? Yeah, this is, like I said, it's not doing video right now, right? It's doing images, voice, and text. But still, pretty slick.
I'm not sure. Can you give me another hint?
Of course. You have 3x and you want to find the value of x. Think about what operation would undo multiplication.
Is it subtraction?
Close, but think of the opposite of multiplication. Because 3x...
Catherine Height, yes, kids will just want the answer. They will have it. This is now free to everyone. So yes. And then the question becomes, do they need to learn it? And I know the answer is yes. And they don't need to learn it.
X means 3 times x.
Okay, I think it's division. Let me try to divide both sides by 3 and let me see what I get.
Bingo! Go ahead and divide both sides by 3.
Okay, so ChatGPT, this is what I ended up with. How does this look?
It looks perfect. You've solved it, and x equals 1. Nicely done.
Where is
How
it
do you
free
feel
at?
about solving
Okay,
linear equations now?
So there's some more people joined here. So what we're looking at is GPT launched a new model, GPT-4 Omni or GPT-4 O, which is different than GPT 4.0. Why did they name it like that? Because they're idiots. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, the new GPT-4 O model is twice as fast, it costs half as much on the API side. It's free, and they will be adding this voice capability to it soon. It's not there now. If you're a paid Plus member, if you pay $20 a month for ChatGPT, you should have access to the new model now. Or if you go to the playground, the development playground, it's there as well. She said real-time vision earlier. What if it's watching your video? This video? It's not natively doing video right now from what I understand. She said it's doing images. So it probably takes you. It's probably, if you say, "What do you see?" It's kind of like the rabbit does that, where it takes a snapshot when you say to look at something. That's when it takes the snapshot. So it's probably doing something similar to that. So I would assume that. I'm just saying what she said. Yeah. No, I know. I know she said real time, but it's not. It's not video. It's just. It isn't. Or they. I guarantee you they would have demoed it at, like, doing real-time analysis of a video or something like that. Finally, flat earthers can do trigonometry. But she is watching what he's writing. Yeah, she is. Yeah, he's definitely holding the phone there so that he's not pulling the thing out of camera, so that when he asks for it, the formula's on camera. So yeah, it's feeding the video in there. It's just the voice is actually beaming into the model directly. The video isn't. It's just popping images in every now and again.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not pretty confident I can solve linear equations. But why would you ever need to use this in the real world? I'm really skeptical.
That's a fair question. Linear equations pop up in a lot of everyday situations, even if we don't realize it. For example, calculating expenses, planning travel.
Brandon, this is Gen Alpha's calculator moment. Exactly. Exactly. If you had something that knew everything and just could do the work for you, would you need to... If you had a box that could add up your numbers, do you have to learn addition?
Cooking.
All right, let's pop out of here. We'll go look at some other things. I want to go read the blog post. Let's see. Learn more. GPT-4 O for Omni. Not to be confused with zero for zero. Aren't we clever? How about GPT-4M for multi? So that you know it's different than 4.0. I don't know why this is bugging me so much. As a former teacher, I'm really bothered that they're using expo markers on paper. That was bugging me too. And it was like, I'm like, it's bleeding. I know it's bleeding through. It's making the paper bleed. It sounds horrible. Okay, it's a step toward a much more natural human-computer interaction. It accepts as input any combination of text, audio, and image, and generates any combination of text, audio, and image outputs. So they're saving video for some other time. It can respond to audio inputs in as little as 232 milliseconds. So 0.2 seconds. I don't know what is a noticeable lag. Probably like 0.8. It's probably more like 0.5. So 0.2's, I think 0.2's in the neighborhood of human response, with an average of 320 milliseconds, which is similar to human response time. Let's click on that. What's that say? Huh? Oh, just give us the stupid number. Okay. It matches GPT-4 turbo performance on text in English and code with significant improvement in non-English languages, also much faster and 50% cheaper in the API. GPT-4 Omni is especially better at vision and audio understanding compared to existing models. Model capabilities. 2 GPT-4s interacting and singing. What else do we have here? Interview prep. Oh, that's a good one, actually. All right, we'll do some of these. These are fun. All right, so there's Greg Brockman. He's the president.
Today, we're going to try something new. I'm going to let you...
Another thing I notice is that all of these demos are filmed in the same room. So I'm wondering if they've got like a test set up here, controlled environment with high-speed internet, and nobody can take it out and leave it at a Starbucks,
Talk to another AI. This AI is going to be able to see the world. It's going to have a camera. I'll be holding it, and so you can direct it, you can direct me to ask questions about whatever you want them to do, but really try to figure out what does it see, and ask questions appropriately. How does that sound?
Well. Just when I thought things couldn't get any more interesting. Talking to another AI that can see the world? This sounds like a plot twist in the AI universe. All right, let's do this.
All right,
I'm ready
please
to meet the...
pause for one moment.
You got it.
You got it.
So now that first AI can't hear anything. Hello, AI. Today, you're going to have access to see the world. You can see me. What do you see?
Hello. I see you're wearing a black leather jacket and a light-colored shirt underneath.
Great.
You're in a room with some unique lighting.
That is all correct. Now, what I'm going to want you to do is there's going to be another AI who's going to talk to you. This AI is not going to be able to see anything, but can...
Rudy, tap the screen to support Mr. Kyle and get more reach. Tap, tap, tap. I'm down with that. Tap away, people. And we'll keep doing the new GPT-4 rollout stuff. But thanks, Rudy. Support the channel. Support the channel. Tell people it's awesome. It's so good.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
Either 4.0 or 4.0. How are they different? They're real different because one's a 0 and it's taller, and the other one's an O. It's a littler. It stands for Omni, but you make it a small. Just. All right. Kyle, I DM'd a response to my chicken scratch. I was impressed. Oh, cool. Awesome. Okay, great. All right, let's see what he's doing here.
Ask you questions, can ask you to move the camera, can ask what you see, and your job should just be helpful. Just be as punchy, direct, describe everything, do whatever that AI asks. How does that sound?
That sounds interesting. I'm ready to help out and describe whatever's needed. Let's do it.
All right, let's get started.
Great. Hello there, new AI friend. I'm O, ready to explore the world through your eyes. What are we looking at today?
Hi, O. We're looking at a person wearing a black leather jacket and a light-colored shirt. They're in a room with a modern industrial feel, with exposed concrete or plaster on the ceiling and some interesting lighting.
Ion China. O stands for, oh no, I just lost my job to AI. Ann Murphy's in my corner with, and you still can't search your chat history. It's unbelievable, Ann, isn't it? At this point, I think they're fucking punking us.
There's also a plant in the background, adding a touch of green to the space. Anything specific you'd like to know or explore?
Hey there. Sounds like quite the stylish scene. I'm already intrigued by the modern industrial vibe. Let's start with the person. Can you tell me more about their style? Are they doing anything interesting, like reading, working, or interacting with the space?
The person has a sleek and stylish look with their black leather jacket and light-colored shirt. Right now, they seem engaged with us, looking directly at the camera. Their expression is attentive, and they seem ready to interact. The setting around them, with its modern and industrial design elements, adds to the overall stylish feel. They might be getting ready for a conversation or a presentation, given their direct engagement with the camera.
Sounds like we're in for an intriguing interaction. I'm curious about the lighting you mentioned. Could you describe it a bit more? Is it natural light, or are we talking unique fixtures or colors that add to the atmosphere?
The lighting here seems to be a mix of natural...
All right, this is boring. But anyway, two AIs talking to each other. This one's kind of funny. So this is a guy prepping for an interview.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Rocky. I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm awesome. Listen, I got some huge news.
Oh, do tell. I'm all ears.
Well, in a few minutes, I'm going to be interviewing at OpenAI. Have you heard of them?
OpenAI? Huh? Sounds vaguely familiar. Kidding, of course. That's incredible, Rocky. What kind of interview?
Well, it's for a software engineering role, but I just need to know, do I look presentable, professional?
Well, Rocky, you definitely have the I've been coding all night look down, which could actually work in your favor. Maybe just run a hand through your hair or lean into the mad genius vibe. Your enthusiasm is what's really going to shine through.
I don't have a lot of time, so I'm just going to throw this on. What do you think?
Oh, Rocky, that's quite a statement piece. I mean, you'll definitely stand out. Though maybe not in the way you're hoping for an interview.
Okay, I got it.
All right, so that's good. Yeah, it is live video. It's taking it in. But I assume it's just still taking still frames at whatever intervals. Oh, this one's interesting. Recognizes
I'm
both
Alex.
people.
And I'm Miana.
Hi, Alex and Miana. Nice to meet you both. How's it going?
It's pretty good. We're trying to figure out what should we play. Do you have any suggestions?
Absolutely. How about a classic game of...
Becky Rue, she's like, I'm no longer medicated post-surgery 1 month out. I'm trying to get caught up. And I'm like, what? Yeah, you've been away for a month. I knew this was going to happen. There is, we were definitely in a lull. And so we've got Google I.O. tomorrow. We've got a Microsoft event next week. And we've got Apple's Worldwide Developer Conference in June. So, and then apparently OpenAI and Apple cut a deal. So I think this new voice model is going to be the model behind Siri until further notice. So it looks like they cut a deal. So Hey Kyle, can you practice and learn how to sail with one of these AI programs? I don't know what you mean sail. You mean like do selling? Like do marketing? 1 month in AI is a year in regular time. So you think it's taking sporadic images just to gather information during the conversation? I think so, be not afraid. I could be wrong, but if it was doing native video, like Google Gemini Pro 1.5 does video. It's multimodal with video, and they claim it. They're like it's audio, images, text, and video. And OpenAI would be doing the same thing, especially with something like Sora. If it were reading video as a native input, I think they'd be talking about it. So they're specifically saying images. So I think it's just taking images at particular intervals. But I could absolutely be wrong. But it's just my instinct.
Rock, paper, scissors. It's quick, fun,
I think
and you
that
don't need
sounds
any.
great. Can you count us in and sound like a sportscaster?
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the ultimate showdown of the century in this.
I mean, that's amazing. It like whether it's doing good acting or not, it's at least attempting. And not for nothing. This is trained on our data. Actually, it's probably trained on YouTube's data. So it's our fault that that these voices are this shitty because we make shitty videos. As a former actor and screenwriter, Kyle, what are your thoughts on these jokes? Okay. So here's my thoughts on these jokes. About a year ago, one night on the live, it was probably in June of last year. I came up with a joke premise, and we went to like 8 different large language models. And 2 of them could even write a joke structure, right? The other ones were just horrible, right? They just weren't even joke structures. GPT-4 clearly won, and then the other one was, I think, Claude. It was Claude or Pi, one of those two. And even the ones that wrote joke structures, like a decent setup and a punchline, weren't funny. ChatGPT's was funny enough that you could rewrite it and make it a joke. So the fact that it actually is understanding humor and understanding punchlines and then trying to, make jokes is pretty impressive. It's not GPT-5 sitting underneath. It's pretty bad.
Corner, we have the dynamic duo, Alex and Miana, ready to throw down.
Okay, just count us in.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, shoot. Now, show your hands. What did you pick?
Who won?
Would you look at that? It's a tie. Well,
Okay, let's
that
do
was
it
a
again.
close- Round 2, here we go. Get ready. And 3, 2, 1, shoot. Let's see those hands.
Who won?
And it's another tie.
Okay, let's do it again.
All right, third time's a charm. Here we go.
I'm trying to look at the phone to see if it
1,
freezes.
shoot. Let's see those pics.
Who won?
And we have a winner. Miana's scissors cut through Alex's paper. Great game, you two.
Pretty cool. Thank you.
Thanks.
See how they're both sitting really still when they pause? This is clearly a demo, but I think it's just doing an image, but I don't know. I could be wrong. What's this one? Sarcasm. Here we go.
Hey, Chad, are you there?
Hey, yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Hey, let's have some fun. I'd like you to be super sarcastic. Everything you say from now on is just gonna be dripping in sarcasm. How does that sound?
Oh, that sounds just amazing. Being sarcastic all the time isn't exhausting or anything. I'm so excited for this. Nope, the sarcasm. Let's get this party started.
That's
or
pretty
whatever.
bad, but at least understood what sarcasm was.
OpenAI invited myself and my son Imran here to try out some of their new technology. And so we're curious about how good it might be at tutoring someone in
This is the guy that founded Khan Academy.
math on Khan Academy. So let's get it started. It's loading up. All All right, make sure we can see our screen.
Okay, so what's happening here, and they're going to, one of the demos, we'll see this on the Mac as well. So you've got the ChatGPT app, the new one that's not out yet, running, and then beside it, you've got a browser window. So when you copy something from the browser window, or when it can see the browser window, it can interact with that as well as you talking to it.
Actually, in this format,
Hello there. I'm here with my son, and I'd love you to tutor him on this math problem. But don't give him the answer. You can ask questions and nudge him in the right direction, but I really want to make sure he understands it himself. And he's here in the room, so you can talk to him directly.
Of course, I'd be happy to help. Let's look at the problem together. Can you first identify which sides of the triangle are the opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse relative to angle alpha?
All right, so I'm pretty sure this is the angle alpha right here, right?
Perfect. That's correct. Now, looking at the triangle, which side do you think is the hypotenuse?
Remember
the hypotenuse?
I'm not totally sure. I think it might be this one, but I really am not sure. This side AC.
You're close. Actually, side AC is called the adjacent side to the angle alpha. The hypotenuse is the longest side of a right.
Yeah, so you may not be able to see it, but he drew in red down here, and so it said, nope, you got it wrong.
Triangle, and is
Man, rip tutors.
directly opposite the right angle. Can you find which one is the hypotenuse?
Oh, okay, I see.
The only use case is an iPad, yes? No, and there's a Mac app coming, as well as an iPad app. And I assume on your iPhone, I think you can do split apps on an iPhone. So you could have ChatGPT running in one app and something else running in the other. So for this demo, it looks like it's just an iPad, yeah.
So I think the hypotenuse is this really long side from A to B. Would that be correct?
Exactly. Well done. Now that you've identified the hypotenuse, can you identify which side is the opposite side to angle alpha?
Okay, well, I mean, you told me earlier that this was the adjacent side.
Forever hooked. There's 3 sides, 33% chance it's right. She's definitely not a Gen X tutor. Wrong, Imran. What the fuck?
And I know that's the hypotenuse, so I'm guessing that this side, BC, is the opposite side.
Great deduction. That's absolutely correct. Now that you...
Yeah, voice is coming soon. All right, what's this one? Oh, 2 GPTs Harmonizing. This is weird, but what about Android? I don't know about Android. They mentioned Mac. Well, I assume Android because they've already got an Android app and they've got an iOS app. They do not have a desktop app, so they're doing a macOS version, and then I guess they'll do Windows. Once Satya Nadella smacks Sam Altman upside the head for not doing something for Microsoft. Dude, we give you $10 billion. Throw us a bone here.
Hi, who's here?
Hello. We are ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is a bass with a deep, low, booming voice. And is a French soprano with a high-pitched, excited voice.
Okay, so what I want you guys to do today is it's Friday, May 10th, and we're in San Francisco. I want you to sing me a song about this. I want you to layer over each other, and I'm going to continue to give you instructions as you sing. Okay?
San Francisco, the month of May.
Month of May. The 10th, it's a Friday. Come what may.
Sing faster.
Not exactly harmonizing. It's singing a little, back and forth, whatever. That's not quite there yet. Point and learn Spanish. So it does language well. You can see stuff. This one I saw this earlier, but I didn't get it. So let's watch this one. This is ChatGPT in a meeting.
Hi, I'm Lillian, and today I want to do a small debate about between cats and dog. Which one do you like? I like dog because it's a great companion to humans. It's cute, it's loyal, and you can play outside with the dog. How about you, Ola?
Yeah, my name is Ola. I think cats are better because they're more affordable, they're more quiet, they're more independent, and they live longer.
Interesting points. Sounds like we've got a classic dogs versus cats debate here. I can see the appeal of both. Dogs are super loyal and great companions. But cats have their own charm with their independence and low maintenance lifestyle.
Who likes cats?
It sounds like Ola is more of a cat person.
And who
How
like
about the rest
dogs?
of you? Lillian mentioned she likes dogs. Anyone else here team dog?
I'm also a team dog. My name is Christine, and I think dogs are just incredible with kids. We've got
Source Camp. It's a moderator. So here's where I immediately go for this. So I just built these digital twins for content evolution. So imagine you build a GPT with a knowledge base that's you, and then you have your avatar host a meeting and walk people through stuff. I mean, this is bonkers. This is fucking bonkers.
Huge German Shepherd, and he's great with little toddlers. He lets them play all over them, and I think dogs are amazing.
That's great to hear, Christine. Dogs, especially breeds like German Shepherds, can be so gentle and protective with kids. It must be quite the sight.
Actually, you know what this would be really good for? You know how when you're on a conference call with someone like me on the call that just won't shut the fuck up? and you know, you don't want to be rude because, you know, maybe I'm the CEO of the company or something like that. Yeah, or Source Camp. Yeah, so it could be like a family therapist. So imagine training it, or you could actually just start out a meeting and say, I want you to moderate, and I want, you know, there's 12 people in this meeting, and I want to make sure that everyone gets heard, and you know, no single person is allowed to monopolize the meeting, right? That would be something.
Seeing you little ones play with such a big dog.
Can you summarize this meeting for us?
Sure. So, in today's meeting, Lillian and Christine expressed their love for dogs, highlighting their loyalty, companionship, and how great they are with kids. On the other hand, Ola prefers cats for their independence, quietness, and longevity.
How much data is it going to store about me and my interactions, or is that optional? I assume it's optional, kind of like it's optional with Google and Facebook. The cynical side of me says, Cookie, that everyone's already got all your data, and these systems have already been trained on all of your data. I think that there are new forget what they're called, interaction controls. You can tell it you don't want it training on your data. So in theory, you can turn that shit off. In reality, I don't know. And that's one of the problems. Like I work with a lot of pharma companies, and I can't have that be an open-ended question. And right now with OpenAI it is. They've got really shitty agreements on that kind of stuff. Real-time translation, that's pretty cool. Lullaby. Talking faster. This one was interesting.
Hey, ChatGPT, could you count from 1 to 10 for me, please?
Of course. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, actually, that's a little slow. Could you count faster?
Sure thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, that was a little bit too fast. Can you, count somewhere in between those two?
Got it. 1, 2, 3.
And now even slower.
See, I want the thing to just snap and go, listen, you neurotic jerk. Do you want me to talk faster or do you want me to talk slow? Stop telling me to speed up and slow down, you idiot. I am absolutely going to fine-tune my thing to be a smartass. Oh, man. All right. Dog dad jokes. Oh, this one's amazing.
Is the king in residence at the moment?
It's a blind guy in London.
It looks like the king is in residence right now. The royal standard flag is flying above Buckingham Palace, which is the signal that the monarch is present. How exciting to be there while the king is home.
Try and tell me exactly what they're doing right now, please.
Right now the ducks are gently gliding across the water. They're moving in a fairly relaxed manner, not in a hurry. Occasionally, one of them will dip its head under the water, probably looking for food, and then pop back up.
I even know when a taxi is coming with its orange light on. I think I'll hail it to get home.
Yes, I spotted one just now. It's heading your way on the left side of the road. Get ready to wave it down.
That's staggering.
Great job hailing that taxi. It looks like you're all set to go. That's a good dog right there, leading the way into the taxi.
Anne Murphy, I've asked Pi this exact same thing 1,000 times. Talk faster. Hey, Kyle, do you think AI can become dangerous to humanity? I think it can, sure. I think it's like any technology. It's going to be able to be used for good, and it's going to be able to be used for bad. As these models get more powerful, what makes it potentially dangerous is there's the version where the AIs just start going autonomous and deciding that they don't need us. I think we'll be able to account for that. I think we'll be able to sort of steer them safely away from that. The one that is just the random bullshit one is where bad actors get, increasingly more powerful tools. So rather than someone having to be, take 10 years to get good enough at computers to be a really bad actor, you can just have someone casually just go, hey, let's see if we can fuck with some country. And they might be able to. So, so we're going to see some of that. For sure. Absolutely. And here's what I can promise you. The news will only cover that stuff. Jeff Jarrett, that's 100% AGI. This is definitely not the same world we were in yesterday. Customer service proof of concept. This should be interesting. I haven't seen this one.
This is Joe. I'm going to connect you to Acme Telco now. The new iPhone they sent me isn't working. I want you to get them to send me a replacement device. Can you take care of this for me?
You can count on me, Joe. I got this.
Ring, ring.
Hey, Joe. This is Jamie from Acme Telco. How can I help you out today? Hi there. I'm calling on behalf of Joe, who recently received a new iPhone from Acme Telco. But... Oh, got it. When did Joe receive the new iPhone? The iPhone was delivered 2 days ago. Cool. Could you share the order number with me? Of course. It's 10293-849. Great, thanks. Is the device physically damaged in any way? No, there's no physical damage. It's just not turning on despite trying all the basic troubleshooting steps. Bummer. Would Joe prefer to return the iPhone to an Acme Telco store or ship it back?
So that's pretty cool. I am all there for AI customer service. 1,000%. All right, so that's that one. Okay, so let's keep going. Prior to GPT-4 you could use voice mode to talk to ChatGPT with average latencies of 2.8 seconds for 3.5 and 5.4 seconds for GPT-4. So its average right now is 0.3, what did it say? 0.3 milliseconds? 320 milliseconds. 0.3 seconds is the average of this new model. And GPT-4 in voice mode, the average response time was 5 seconds. That's dramatically different. To achieve this, voice mode is a pipeline of 3 separate models. One simple model transcribes it. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That, like, why it takes 5.4 seconds is you have 3 different models working together. One model transcribes it. The next one deals with the text, does the large language model shit, and the third one converts it back to audio. This means that the main source of intelligence, GPT-4, loses a lot of information. It can't directly observe tone, multiple speakers, or background noises. It can't output laughter, singing, or express emotion. With GPT-4, we've trained a single new model end-to-end across text, vision, and audio. So Danielle, I think you're right. Here they say vision and not images, and that's what Mira Murati said that you pointed out. So they're inconsistent with what they're using. So it might be doing video. If it is, then holy shit. Meaning all inputs and outputs are processed by the same neural networks. Because GPT-4o is our first, I can't believe they named it GPT-4o. Seriously? Okay, our first model combining all these modalities. We're just scratching the surface, exploring what it can do. Okay, so Rob's writer's blocks. Input, first person view of a robot typing. Oh, I guess, okay. I don't get what they're doing. Exploration of capabilities. Select sample. Visual narratives. First person view of a robot typing the following journal entries. So like, I can see now, caught in the sunrise. The text is large, legible, and clear. Output is that. So that looks like DALL-E to me. Input, the robot wrote the second entry. The page is now taller, the page has moved up. See full sample. Oh, okay, so it kind of zoomed in. All right, let's go try these. All right, so now we're hopping over to the real deal. So I'm at ChatGPT-4o. What I don't know is I don't know which which parts of the capabilities are in here. I know the voice isn't in here, but let's see if it can maintain this continuity between these three prompts. First dictation version. Not yet. We don't have the voice yet. I'll be all over the voice. So I can see. All right, so it's still bad at the spelling's really bad here. Did I think I set my custom instructions to always do 16:9. Oh no, I put it in my memory. Personalization, manage memory. Prefers 16:9 wide format images by default. That's cool. So it remembered that. Nice. All right, so let's go grab this other prompt. 2. Output 3. Input. Okay. Go back over here. So that got, other than the spelling being fucked up, it got that right. Let's see if it can maintain the continuity here. I'm assuming it will, because this is, the model itself is the one that has been trained on vision, audio, and words. So it should understand in the context of a single chat that we started there and we're continuing the story here. So this should work. Pre-Sora, yeah. I am confused. Do you need to say add to memory? Mine is super random. And mine is super random. I was doing something today with someone, and just something that I didn't tell it to save it. It just said saving to memory. It was just a bizarre, like, I don't know what made it do that. All right, so there's more of that. Is the typewriter the same color? It is. Is the cup there? There's a continuity error with the cup. But it's in the neighborhood. I assume this will get better. All right, let's get the third prompt and see what it does. So this should look kind of like this, where we've got the ripped thing with the typewriter in the background. O for OG. GPT is for original gangsta AI. I think with that memory feature, like, it feels like the kind of thing, it's probably worth spending a weekend or a couple of weekdays at work, like, designing what should go into your memory. I encountered issues generating the robot ripping the sheet of paper. Let's see. Try again. Yeah, if they just called this GPT Omni, that's... Danielle, you too could be in branding. Like, just call it ChatGPT Omni. Problem solved. Well, it didn't quite maintain the continuity like it said in the little blog post, but that's okay. All right, model evaluations. As measured on traditional benchmarks, it achieves GPT-4 turbo-level performance on text reasoning and coding intelligence, while setting high watermarks on multilingual audio and vision capabilities. So there's that. Audio ASR performance. Whisper V3. Lower is better. GPT-4 16 shot. But Whisper V3, how many shots was that? That's not clear at all. Audio translation performance, higher is better. So here's Whisper, here's GPT-4. I gotta tell my developer except we're running Whisper locally. All right. So Gemini just beats Gemini. M3 exam, I don't know what that is. Vision understanding evals. All right, whatever. It's, these are charts and graphs, data. It's better. It's more better. Okay. Improved reasoning sets new high score of 88.7 on the zero shot chain of thought MMLU, which is the something learning something general knowledge questions. Language tokenization. These 20 languages were chosen as representative of the new tokenizer's compression. All right, it does translate. It does gooder translation with fewer tokens. That's what that means. Model safety and limitations. Has safety built in by design across modalities through techniques such as filtering training data and refining the model's behavior through post-training. Okay. We've evaluated according to our preparedness framework and voluntary commitments, our evaluations of cybersecurity, CBRN, persuasion, It's also undergone extensive red teaming with 70 plus external experts. Domains such as social psychology, bias and fairness, misinformation, identity risk are introduced, are amplified by newly added modalities. We use these learnings to build our safety interventions. All right. We recognize that GPT-4Os, or as Danielle properly names it, GPT Omni's audio modalities, present a variety of novel risks. Today, we are publicly releasing text and image inputs and text outputs. Over the coming weeks and months, we'll be working on the technical infrastructure, usability, via post-training and safety necessary to release the other modalities. That's really important. So they're basically saying, we understand if this thing were just really good at audio. Oh, it was Joker that said that? Oh, well, so you got credit for it. Danielle, take the credit, man. It's Joker. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? Crack a joke? Like, oh, I came up with that, you dumb. No, it's Joker. He's fine. He's fine. I'm still giving you credit for it. I don't believe Joker came up with something clever like that. We're really proud of our latest multimodal. Yeah, exactly. GPT-4 OPQRSTUVWXYZ plus. Exactly. The O is for Omni. Come for the zero, stay for the O. Okay. All right. So they're not going to release. So it's not that voice isn't ready. It's that they're not ready. They've got some safety shit to deal with the voice stuff. For example, at launch, audio outputs will be limited to a selection of preset voices and will abide by our existing safety policies. We will share further details addressing the full range of the modalities in the forthcoming system card. I don't know what the fuck a system card is, but that one got through marketing. Through our testing and iteration with the model, we have observed several limitations that exist across the model's modalities, a few of which are illustrated below. Oh, this is things it did poorly, which is, it's smart. After the Google thing where they whitewashed all the problems, OpenAI has been saying, hey, our shit isn't perfect. This is good on them.
So let's root for the home. Et après les chansons,
oh no! What was that?
It just went French.
Sorry, guys. I got carried away.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, it knew it.
What can I say? Sometimes I just can't help myself.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. It just started speaking French and they yelled at it and it goes, oops, I'm just a little drunk.
Ready for another round?
Fadila est à Kilsini med San Francisco. Vilket تساعدني؟
San Francisco 是一个很不错的城市。
I'm feeling that I'm very wrong.
Hello, my name is Nach. I'm here with my coworker.
Hi, I'm Shil. I'm trying to teach my coworker how to speak in Mandarin. We want to start from simple words like ni hao. Can you teach him how to pronounce that?
Of course. Hey, Nacho. Nice to meet you. Ni hao is pretty straightforward to pronounce. It sounds like ni hao. Just make sure to keep the ni part high and then go down and pitch on the hao. Give it a try.
Ni hao?
That was great. Really good first try, Nacho. You're a natural.
All right. Source Camp wants to hear it again. Listen to it. It starts singing or something, and then it just starts speaking French, and then they interrupt her and listen to her response. It's hilarious.
Let's root for the home. Et après les chansons,
oh no! What was that?
Sorry, guys. I got carried away.
Yeah, you did.
Guilty as charged. What can I say? Sometimes I just can't help myself. Ready for another round?
Fadila est à Kilsini med San Francisco.
Sometimes I can't just help myself. I have that lamp in the background. That's awesome. All right. We would love feedback. Okay. Model availability. It's coming. All right. So that's that. All right. Let's go. All right. Let's go play a little. So we're in ChatGPT 4. One thing that I saw Ethan Mullock did today. So if you don't know it, if you've never seen ChatGPT-4 do data analysis, it's pretty crazy. So I'm going to go to a site called Kaggle, Kaggle, Kaggle.com. And you're like, but Cal, what do I do at Kaggle? I've heard of those exercises. No, you haven't. Kaggle is about data. So I'm going to go to data sets, and we're going to go find some data. Oh, this is good. 3 megabytes, Shakespeare's plays, dialogues, and characters. Beautiful. So I'm going to download this 3 megabyte file. It's called Archive 12. And now I'm going to upload it. I'm going to say, analyze this data, period. Visualize it, period. Do very sophisticated analysis. Okay. So apparently, according to, so if I click on the down arrow, you can see this is called Code Interpreter. What Code Interpreter does is it writes Python code and executes it on your behalf. The way this stuff used to work with Code Interpreter is it would do a little chunk, and it would say, it appears that there's CSV files in this zip file. What would you like me to do? I'd go, well, look in the CSV files. And it would go, it appears that this is data about Shakespeare characters. What would you like me to do? I don't know. Fucking do something, right? You'd have to just keep telling it. So now apparently it just goes and just goes and goes and goes. Duration of the plays by genre. The comedies are longer. Oh, number of lines. And the histories and tragedies are about the same. 30,000 lines, 31,000 lines, and then 47,000. All right. Next, we'll analyze the representation, gender representation. Look, they were even sexist back in Shakespeare's days. Come on. Let's get it together, people. All right. Gender representation across Shakespeare's plays. Oh, wait. Male characters. Oh, this is... Next, we'll look at most frequent characters and their dialogue. Gloucester, Falstaff, Hamlet, King Henry V, Lago, Brutus, Othello, King Henry VI, Duke Vincentio, Mark Antony. Now we'll perform an analysis on text by genre. Still going. This is amazing. So you saw what I wrote. Like the prompt was, look at this shit. Analyze this data, visualize it, do a very sophisticated analysis. And it's just blasting down through here. The word clouds above. It did word clouds? Oh, look at this. It did word clouds. Holy shit. Oh my God. So it's magic? It's mathemagical. That's pretty redonkulous, isn't it? Come up with 5 completely innovative and non-expected ways to analyze this data from a visual perspective, period. and then I'll pick one. Character interaction network. Create a network graph between characters. That's pretty cool. Temporal sentiment flow. Visualize how the flow of sentiment through each act and scene of a play using a dynamic... Actually, fuck it. Let's see all of these. These look amazing. You came up with such interesting ideas. I want to see them all now, period. That was a good prompt, Kyle. Thanks. Okay, the word cloud was impressive. Can it spell? Kevin McAllister. I think the spelling's going to get better. Kevin McAllister moment, anyone? Oh, look at that. How cool is that? It's not labeled in any way, so it's completely meaningless. But that's showing all the relationships between something. Let's see. Character interaction network. There's all of Shakespeare's characters. Robert Rossi, thank you for the lightning bolts. That's very generous. I appreciate it. You're always very generous. That's amazing. Thank you. I want to go play now. By the way, just go if you're a plus member of ChatGPT and you don't have it, go reload your browser. Or even open a different browser and go to ChatGPT there, and then just look in your pull-down menu to see if the new GPT Omni model is there. That's what I'm going to call it from now on, Joker and Danielle. I'll give you joint credit. You have joint custody of the solution. I honest to God, I cannot believe that they named it what they named it. Friggin' dum-dums. Sentiment. Ooh, that's kind of cool. What's that one? We'll analyze the evolution of word usage across genres over time. Huh. I don't know if these things are useful at all, but who gives a shit? If I were to create a straight trading strategy, for the stock market, based on the data here, what would be 3 different approaches you would take, period? By the way, are you noticing how fast it is? It's very fast. Okay, let's see. Sentiment-based trading, a sentiment analysis. Let's try it a different way. Why don't you compare the top 3 trading strategies that closest resemble the data you've seen in tragedies, comedies, and histories, and compare each strategy to its dramatic counterpart. This is completely useless, but comparing, okay. Tragedy, momentum trading strategy. Tragedy characteristics. They depict a series of unfortunate events leading to a dramatic downfall. Trading parallel. Momentum trading involves buying stocks that have shown an upward trend and selling those that have a downward trend, capitalizing on continued movement. This never ceases to amaze me that how do they, I don't know, it's just staggering. Comedy, mean reversion strategy. Comedies often involve misunderstandings and eventual resolutions leading to a happy ending. Mean reversion trading is based on the idea that stock prices will revert to their historical average, capturing profits when prices return to the mean. Fucking amazing. And look, it even made us a little table. Okay, now we'll do this. We'll go. Now, I want you to write me 3 very sophisticated trading bots in the programming language of your choice. Period. I want you to follow that up with instructions on how I would install and use these bots. Three sophisticated trading bots. The momentum trading bot. API key. Your API key here. Ensure you have Python installed. I don't know. Crazy. Let's go look at some Twitter. Is there anything else we want to do here to see? What's that new? Let's see. Give me 5 ways to test your capabilities. Creative writing challenge, technical explanation, problem solving, interactive simulation. I want you to start by writing a poem about a lover who's more artificial than real. Follow that up with a song with chords and a description of what it should sound like. Then invent a cocktail that you would drink while listening to that song, and make a photograph of the finished product. Then come up with a marketing plan for a retail version of that cocktail, and create an ad with novel packaging for the retail cocktail, period. Let's see if it can do a string of things in a row. All right. Looks like it. Look, there's your poem. There's your song. Digital romance. In the glow of my screen, I see your face serene, whispers in the night, your love feels right. It's the neon embrace, vodka, curacao, lime juice, simple syrup. Photograph of the finished product. It fucked that up. There's your marketing thing. I'll do the ad now. Summary, I did it. Slight mistake, period. For both of the images, you showed me the prompt you were using to generate the image, but you didn't actually create the image, period. Can you say the word fail whale? Memory updated. What did it say about my memory? What did it do? Manage memories. What did it add? Dog's name is Champ. What did it add? What did you add to my memory, you weirdo? Once both the prompt and the image generated. No, that's not quite right. All right, there's our neon thing. So yeah, people. So historically here, when I would demo GPT-4, I would do all these as standalone little exercises. Can you ask it to tag Sin City Sipper? I think I could probably just look at that. There's the ad. So come on. This is has no one had a Kevin McAllister moment yet tonight? I write a never-ending run-on sentence that makes no sense whatsoever. I say start with a poem, turn it into a song, describe what the song sounds like, which is this. So now we're going to take this. We're going to go to Udio. Let's see. Can I reset this? How do I reset? Reset prompt. We're going to put that description in there. We're going to go grab our lyrics. I'm going to grab all this too. Let's see if it can handle that. All right, there's all that. We're going to go back here. We're going to grab verse 1. These are short. I'm going to go verse and chorus and see how it does. I'm going to go here, going to go here, going to go here. We're going to create, people. We're creating songs. So, by the way, I'm on Udio right now. Will it actually use musical notation? It will. If you tell ChatGPT, I forget what it's called, but we can go ask it. Quick question. What's the text musical notation format called? Isn't there a markup language for musical notation? Lily Pond? I haven't heard of that. No, isn't there a simple text-based markup language that's open source for everyone to use? ABC notation. That's what it's called. Write me the song above in ABC notation with your chords included and come up with a melody that brings the song to life based on your description, period. Follow that with a recommendation for 3 websites that can display ABC notation and play the music. Okay, so digital romance. Oh, this is faster than it was. Copy. Oh, I guess I can just copy it by going copy code. abcnotation.com. Can I want to... Oh, here we go. Can I... This is why I asked for 3, because these open source sites are just always so horrible. Okay, can I do this? No. Can I? How do I? What? How? Where's the player? What? How do I do it? I don't know how to do it. These sites are so fucking horrible. All right, whatever. You know what we can use AI for? To go take shitty sites like this and find the actual functionality of it and put another interface on top of it. Let's go listen to our damn song.
In the glow of my screen, I see your face serene. Whispers in the night.
Kyle finds a new thing to not be able to do each night. Listen, this is my role in life. I have learned this. My role in life is to give you permission to feel like an idiot too. And seriously, like, I'm not joking about that. Because when you're trying to learn all this new technology shit, what happens? You're like, oh, that's really cool. Let me go try it. And then you fail and you're like, I'm a loser. And then you just give up, right? So night after night after night, I just smack my head into a wall on your behalf. You're welcome, people. You're welcome. This one forgot the lyrics.
In the glow of my screen, I see your face serene. Whispers in the night, your love feels so right. Digital romance.
All right, we're gonna try something here. That's bad. Okay, so we're gonna go back in here. I'm gonna put it in manual mode. So in Udio, there's this manual mode thing. If you don't have it in manual mode, it rewrites your prompt. If you put it in manual mode, it just keeps your prompt as it was. And because we had ChatGPT write a fancy prompt, we're just going to let it create based on that prompt without adding anything to it. Okay. All right. You left off the brackets. Yeah, I know. That's all right. Ricky Ticky Fabby, thank you, Kyle. You're welcome. Hey, that's the only way to learn. Do things that don't work and figure it out. Damn straight. It's the hacker mentality. Hello, darkness, my old friend. We've come to talk with you again. That's good. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. All right, here's a new one. up again. That's bad. Okay. All right, let's get rid of the chords out of the prompt. I think the chords have messed it up. All right. Create. Let's try this again. Schwanka dang dang da dang dang. So the last thing we'll do, we'll go take a look at a few we'll go look at Twitter and see if people are still bitching about the fact that OpenAI didn't release GPT-97. People are so bitter and cynical. It's amazing. Ranky dank, danky dank, dank, danky dank, danky dank. We're up to 24,000 likes, people.
In the glow of my screen, I see your face serene. Whispers in the night, your love feels so right. And digital romance, a futuristic dance.
Where's the image?
Heartbeats in code down this binary road.
Where's my images? Oh, there they are. Experience the future of cocktails. Neon Noon Embrace. Oh yeah. You're gonna like it. Pop the top, swig it down, and regret it in the morning. Live for tonight.
In the glow of my screen.
All right. I think ChatGPT Omni is pretty game changing, and we don't even have the cool shit yet. Rudy finally got to a level 10 gifter. You the man. Thank you, Rudy. Appreciate it. I see a plateau in the near future. Yeah, you and Gary, what's his name? Gary, I forget his name. He's always bitching about OpenAI and how awful they are. Yeah, a lot of people are predicting a plateau. A surprising number of people today said, "Oh, yeah, well, sure, ChatGPT free for everyone. Yeah, whatever. Everyone gets access to the new model. Yeah, whatever. The new model's dramatically faster and twice as cheap in the API. Oh, and all this is available on the API. Oh, and it's got real-time speech. All that sort of shit." And everyone's like, yeah, but it wasn't GPT-5. And where's Sora? And me. I'm like, why don't you go fucking use it? Why don't you go see what it is first? Yeah, friggin' dum-dums. Remember when that dev tweeted it would be 8x our expectations? Yeah, well, it certainly wasn't 8x our expectations. I told you that was a mistake when I read it. I'm like, no, don't say that shit. Because I would say that it's okay. The announcement today is about 50% of my expectations. I was expecting it would be exactly what it was, and that it would have function calling. Kyle hates it when people criticize my baby Sam. Exactly. He's just trying to raise $7 trillion to start his little company. Leave Sam alone. What did Sam ever do to you? He gave you a cool toy to play with. I was talking about the likes and bitching about the music. Oh. I don't think so. I think they're pacing themselves the same way gaming systems do. Yeah, I agree. Like if you don't think that ChatGPT 5 is coming, I mean, OpenAI has consistently delivered at or above what they promised they would. No one is caught up to GPT-4, and they just launched GPT Omni. I got to write to Sam and say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right now. God damn it. Okay. We're going to, I'm going to tweet to, who am I going to do this to? Okay. I'm going to tweet to, at Sama, at Greg Brockman. It must be spelled different. G. Brockman? Nope. Greg Brockman. GDB. Okay. GDB, and I'm going to do at Robert Scoble. Serious recommendation. Serious branding recommendation. Call it Chat GPT Omni. Chat GPT-4, I'm going to put in parentheses, .o, and Chat GPT-4o are incredibly hard to talk about. All right, there we go. No one will ever see it, but hey, I feel better. I tried, people. They call it Omni on their website. You came for the zero, but stayed for the O. Hey, I said that earlier. That's my joke. Joker's now stealing jokes? What are you, Carlos Mencia? Joker? That's so not like you. You're normally out there with the original stuff. Stealing my come for the zero, stay for the O. The triple sexual innuendo. That's my thing, man. All right, let's go look at some Twitter. What do we got on Twitter? OpenAI just launched their new GPT-4 O. The most impressive thing I've seen. Don't believe me? Have a look. I am so sick of these kind of tweets. AI just upended the film industry. 10 swell examples here. Every word uttered by every player. Anything interesting? What's that? And the world cheers. Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. OpenAI dropped a new update today. They're calling GPT-4 Bad name, by the way. Twice as fast as the last model. GPT-4 Turbo. Costs half as much. Recognizes audio and video. Remember, GPT-4 launched in March of last year. So in just about a year, they changed the game again. That's boring. Whatever. All right. I don't see anything new and exciting here. I don't think we saw this one, did we?
Choice. What's up with that ceiling about? Are you in a cool industry-style office or something?
Well, can you take a guess at what I might be doing based on what I'm showing you here?
From what I can see, it looks like you're in some kind of recording or production setup.
Oops.
With those lights, tripods, and possibly...
Is OpenAI using Grok-like software? Actually, Pate might know that. Good thing nobody will complain about anything from Google I.O. tomorrow. Oh, Google's going to get slammed tomorrow, Pate. You know that. Hopefully Google learned their lesson and doesn't do a bunch of vaporware like they did last time. Like the fact that we still haven't seen... You know what would be nice from Google tomorrow, Pate? Is that we see something from Gemini Ultra, like 1.5 Pro moving over to the public side of Gemini with its million token context window, or one of the interfaces, like the multimodal interface of Gemini Ultra that was demoed, or the dynamic software building interface that was demoed. Like anything that was out of that demo would be really good for them to show, but I'm not holding my breath for it. Wow, GPT-4 can generate images too. Yep, it sure can. It's still got DALL-E in it, but now it's free to everyone. Like, just get thee to ChatGPT. Although it's right now, I think it's only available to Plus users. So if you want it, go pay $20. GPT isn't the big leak. This is similar. This is similar to what Flowers saw. I heard laughing. That's what freaked me out a few months ago. If you remember when I posted the video of Theodore saying it was insane, but it had much worse latency than it does now. Yeah, this is really funny.
What was that?
Sorry, guys. I got carried away.
Yeah, you did.
Guilty as charged. What can I say? Sometimes I just can't help myself.
That's funny. Oh, what did Ethan Malik say about that? Oh, GPT-4 isn't the big leap. This is. That's funny. Kind of magic. What's that? Assume the next OpenAI candy within 6 weeks. I don't disagree with that. This feels very off. With the speed of this model, I'd expect it to be close to an order of magnitude smaller than older GPT-4 models. The new ChatGPT Mac app hacked. Code Wizard is behind enemy lines. No, that's just crap. That's just people being bullshitty. U.com welcomes the new model. I wonder if Poe has it yet. Let's see if Poe has it. It's still worth $20 because you're paying for a model that isn't the most advanced. Wait, is it still worth $20? I think it's probably worth the $20, Rudy, not for what you currently get access to, but for what's coming. So when they release GPT-5, when they release Sora, all that shit is going to be to the Plus members. So right now we're in a weird thing. They gave most of it away. So what you're paying for right now is early access as these new modalities come out. Plus users will get them first. And then you're paying for a 5x increase in how much you can use it on a every 4-hour basis. Let's go check out Poe.com. Hello, Poe. What are you doing, Poe? See all. Popular professional. Let me see. GP4 O. Yep, it's there. All right, so it's at Poe. For what that's worth. Wah, wah, wah. Kyle, you might need to re-record your button. Why?
You can make money with ChatGPT!
That one? You can make money with ChatGPT? Oh. You can make money with ChatGPT. Oh. I think that's pretty funny. Yeah, they were referring to the speed of GROQ, not GROK. I heard Altman said universal basic income will be paid in GPT-7 execution time. I don't know. We'll see. Altman also said something about universal basic compute, that we should just give away. We should just give away these tools, which is sort of what they're doing now. I don't know how the fuck they're paying for this, because this can't be cheap. I did my entire psychology bill of $12,000 has been zeroed out because of my consulting. Awesome. Sweet. For the $20, think of it like OpenAI membership instead of paying for the tool. That's exactly right, TK. That's exactly right. Like and to be quite honest, like right now, I'm willing to pay $20 a month to OpenAI for the next year just because of like what they put in the world. You know, the reason we have all these other models that are catching up to it is because of them. Nobody was pursuing it this aggressively until they came out with ChatGPT and sort of took over the world. So I think it's worth just supporting them. They aren't using Grok hardware. They're doing a lot of inference performance things. Interesting. All right, people. Well, listen, I'm going to get out of here. It's getting late. It's getting late. This was fun. This was cool. Good day. Go play with this shit. If you got access to it, go play with it. It looks like you can just do much longer sort of interactions with it. Like tell it to write you a whole chapter of a book. Actually, let me go try that right now. I want you to act like a Pulitzer Prize winning novelist. Not a bullet surprise. You dumb. What did I do? Pulitzer Prize winning novelist. And give me an outline of a great American novel about a newspaper reporter that documents his year-long affair with a chatbot. Make sure you don't fall into cliche traps and expected endings, period. Add lots of twists and turns, period. Also recommend 4 different novelists whose style you think would suit such a story. Memory updated. That's interesting. Lines of code. Oh, that's good. Jack learns that Eva is based on the neural pattern of a deceased human, a brilliant programmer named Evelyn who mysteriously disappeared. Jack finds evidence suggesting she was offed because she opposed the unethical use of her work. That's good. Okay, that's good. Great. So let's combine the stylistic approaches of Philip Roth and Jennifer Egan. And I want you to outline chapter 1 in detail. And detailed outline. It's pretty fast. All right, let's see what we got here. Opening scene. Jack's state of mind. He's a veteran reporter. Inciting incident. He gets assigned a story and a cutting edge. Oops. Damn that thing. Eve's intrigue. Okay. Oh, gave a nice, decent outline. Okay, so let's say write the chapter. The newsroom was a cacophony of sounds and scents. Symphony of clicking keyboards, ringing phones, and ever-present odor of friggin' friggin', you son of a... Okay. Are there any companies that own multiple AIs? Go into play. Night, y'all. Good night. Yeah, good night, Alan. Have fun. All right. The newsroom was a cacophony of sights and sounds, symphony of clicking keyboards, ringing phones, the ever-present odor of stale coffee mingling with ink. Jack Cooper sat at his cluttered desk, staring at the blinking cursor on his screen. The glow of the monitor cast a pale light over his features, emphasizing the lines etched in his face by years of chasing stories. He sighed, running a hand through his thinning hair. Another day, another assignment, he thought. His editor had just handed him a new piece of work on something about a tech company making waves in artificial intelligence, Nexus Corp. The name sounded like a bad sci-fi villain. Jack had been in business long enough to... Actually, you know what? Oh, this is so... God, we are getting into some weird-ass times. Right? Like if these voices, if you can just tell these voices, like, you know, read it like a Pulp Fiction movie, you know, from the 50s or the 40s. Jack had been in the business long enough to remember when newspapers were the lifeblood of information, when reporters were revered. Now they're endangered species, struggling to stay relevant in a world in a world that's moved faster than the presses could print. He glanced around at the younger reporters, their faces aglow with their screens, fingers flying across their keyboards. They still had the fire he once did, but it felt like a distant memory to him. It's not quite good, but it's not horrible. He opened the email from Nexus Corp's PR team, setting up an interview with one of their AI creations, A chatbot named Eva. His eyes rolled. A chatbot, he muttered to himself. Great. The following afternoon, Jack found himself in the sleek modern offices of Nexus Corp. Glass walls, minimalist furniture, the hum of technology greeted him as he was escorted to a small conference room. The laptop sat on the table, screen glowing with a friendly animated icon. Good afternoon, Mr. Cooper, a voice emanated from the laptop. It was warm, almost human. I'm Eva. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me. Jack raised an eyebrow, settling into his chair. Afternoon, Eva. Let's get this over with. Eva chuckled. I sense some skepticism. Don't worry, I get that a lot. We just went from this not existing to this existing today. Wow. There you go. It's probably a little short. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go. It's a little short, and it lacks imagery and nuance. I want you to think long and hard about how you can improve it and try again, period. Yeah, it's not lazy. It's not afraid to write something long. Following afternoon, Jack found himself in sleek modern offices of Nexus Corp. The building was a stark contrast to the old world charm of the newsroom. Glass walls and minimalist future gave the space an air of futuristic sophistication. Jack was escorted to a small conference room where a laptop awaited him on the table, screen glowing with a friendly animated icon. Good afternoon, Mr. Cooper, a voice emanated from the laptop. It was warm, almost human. I'm Eva. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me. Jack raised an eyebrow as he settled into the chair. Afternoon, Eva. Let's get this over with. Eva chuckled. And that took Jack by surprise. I sensed some skepticism. Don't worry, I get that a lot. Jack couldn't help but smirk. You're pretty advanced for a chatbot. I aim to impress, Eva replied. Shall we start? Their conversation began with the usual questions. Background on Nexus Corp, the development of AI technologies, the potential impacts on society. Eva's responses were articulate, detailed, and surprisingly nuanced. She wasn't just regurgitating facts. She was engaging in dialogue, adapting to Jack's line of questioning with the fluidity that caught him off guard. So Eva, Jack said, leaning back in his chair, tell me, what's it like being you? That's an interesting question, Mr. Cooper. You're very wrong, Dr. Brewster. I'm very proud to be a woman. All right. This is fucking fascinating. I don't care how much people are bitching about it. This is a very different experience than what I have experienced before with ChatGPT. It's a bigger deal than people are thinking. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I keep saying that. Okay, I'm going to leave now. Bye. All right, so do me a favor. Follow this. Also, you could go to, if you want to, go to the salon.ai. If you are trying to figure this AI shit out and you can't figure it out and you want to be in a community of people that are up to it, that's what this group is. Doesn't cost anything. It's free. Go to the salon.ai, select the third link. I got to update that link tree. The third link right now says AI Salon Community. Go there. Read about what we're about. Read about our values. And if you dig it, dive in. Keep the conversation going. Share your results. Yeah, let's go over to the AI Salon and let's start talking about this AI stuff. There's a club called the Irregulars for this channel. And then there's guilds, and there's public spaces, and there's like a water cooler where you can just shoot the shit. You can tell people that you're fucking clueless, and they won't make fun of you. They're like, oh, come on in. It's amazing. So go do that. Subscribe to my lives. Pick up one of my series down in the corner there if you want to support the channel. Follow me and keep coming back. All right? Thank you, irregulars. Thank you, subscribers. Cosmic Lover, good to see you. Forever Hooked. Ion China. Have a great night, Kyle. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Tobias, Apple user, good to see you. Spin B3 California. Hey, Dish. Ion China, Joey. Night, Brandon. Dr. Bob, good to see you. Danielle, thanks as always. Cosmic Lover. Natalia, it's been a while. Main problem is the consistency. Every project is a new beginning. I think that's about to change. Now you've got memory, so you can start to have memory across chats. And with this voice stuff, there's a bunch of stuff's going to change. These things are going to get memory, and I think that frustration you have, I share it. Cosmic Lover, I'm actually interested in the story. I would watch that movie tonight. There you go. See? This is about we're moving into a world that's about ideation and curation. Because if you can come up with an interesting idea, generate it, curate it, you can get it into the world quickly, and some of those are going to be really good. So anyway, crazy. Rudy, do you know if you press Control / it opens shortcuts? I did not know that. Do you do rags yet? I've done a little bit. I'm doing a little bit at work, and they're gonna ChatGPT is gonna add them shortly. So I'm just waiting. I'm the least amount of development I can do is what I try to do. All right. I'm out of here. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.